Okay, we are officially done. Um, the only thing I'm waiting on is some connectors just to connect it properly. Um, I went to the retrofit source on the 28th, and it was dumb on my part. I didn't check the website, but they were closed. And the only thing I wanted to get from them was some dust covers, but I improvised. Well, I didn't really improvise. I used some waterproof tape to keep the moisture out. Mainly, I wanted to keep the moisture out of the low beam area, which the tape works. And this is already kind of waterproof. I just, behind the dust shield, I kind of taped off. And also, I like having access to my light bulb when I can. So, big help. So I can semi change my bulb on the fly. I'm gonna say semi, but same thing with this one. Interesting thing. I went and tested it out, and this is for the glow. They have a little halo ring in there, halo ring in the high beam, or the high lens. And the interesting thing is, I accidentally wired it. I wired it semi the way I wanted it. I wanted it to actually be a DRL, but I'm glad I didn't because it actually is going to look cool. I wired this to the trigger wire to dim the DRL in the Tundras slash Sequoia or whatnot. There's a trigger wire that actually gets power from the corners to dim the DRLs. Pretty much that's why I ended up using to power the little halo rings. So pretty much when my low beam is on, the little halo rings in the high beam is on. So it gives a glow and it's pretty nice. I just tested it to make sure it worked. And it works. So, and for the turn signals, I'm waiting. I'm just I have patience. Like I'm not really too much in a hurry to get LED turn signals right now. I'll probably just get like a bulb that doesn't show the amber or whatever, but still flickers amber because personally I don't really care. I had switchbacks before, but I said I would not get VLEDs. Was it the Triton V6 or whatever it is again? Well, no, I had the V3s, and they fried my little adapter that goes to the bulb. It fried it, so I was like, no, never again. But what I did get from VLEDs, I got those. As I tinted these out, I purposely tinted them dark. It's a little dust. Glad I caught that. I'll wipe it off. I purposely tinted them dark, but I had plans on putting the bright LED in it, so light still shine through it. So I ordered those. Those should be here. I think everything will be here on the same day, maybe earlier. I say if I'm put in when everything gets here. Pretty much I have the HID kit ready in the car. I used that before and it powered just fine through my stock wiring harness. Thank you Toyota for making everything simple and making the wiring harness just that good. Pretty much that is it. It is all together now. Looks good. The only thing I'm gonna worry about is the aiming because I actually freeballed this, but the thing freeballed. I'm sorry, but I actually I didn't really freeball it. I calculated based on based on the lines, because actually the lines in these Tundras and Sequoias, um, when they're on the truck, they're actually literally perpendicular. They actually are level. So that's what I based on lining up the projectors. I did not put the projector on the truck to line it, just because if you own one, you know how tight it is, and you got big hands. You're not gonna be able to do anything. And plus, dealing with that, having to mount it the way I did, yeah, it wasn't worth it. You rather just eyeball it, and then, or you have like a great reference point. Make sure your reference point is on point. Me, I have markings and stuff, and I marked the hell out of everything, and then set it, and it's set. And not to mention, these projectors are actually pretty heavy. So I wouldn't take no chances. I say if I were to do it again, I would probably do it a little bit better. But things happen. But I think all in all, it'll turn out pretty good. Like I think what you need to look for is like there's a little dot on you can't see it, but there's a little dot. Just make sure this dot right here. Make sure your projector's like a little bit lower than the dot, at least the center of it. And this one right here. Let's make sure it's a little bit lower than the dot. Then you'll be kind of on. Like I think it's supposed to be kind of a reference point for aiming, and these are only on the factory headlights. I don't think they have them on the aftermarket ones, but it's just a little thing to look out for. I say these things are pretty cool. I like them. I got to test them. Of course, I unfortunately didn't have a bulb, so couldn't really test that. But hopefully that's cool too. The little blue color is actually growing on me. I actually like it. At first, I was like, "Oh, what did I get myself into?" But it's starting to grow on me, especially at the angles or whatever. Sometimes it looks clear, and sometimes it looks blue. And like I said, for this, I'm probably gonna end up getting probably one of them old school Silver Star. The Silver Star that's got the little bluish looking thing, Sylvania Silver Star bluish looking bulbs. So they blink amber. I think that'll be good enough for me, and it'd probably be a permanent solution for me because, like I said, I'm not really caring about the LED turn signals anymore. Just as long as they work and they easy to change, and also on a big vehicle, I actually kind of dig the amber. So I think on cars it'll look better if it's cleared out or something like that. But I say the amber not too bad. And then these actually look pretty killer with the amber and the white ring that's on. So when you turn on the parking light, so it'll be amber, and then it'll be bright white, and then glowing white with the corner lights on. So that'll be pretty good. It'll be nice and clean. Nothing too what is it? What's the car culture? Hot boyish. Then well, that's it. The next video I will have these aimed up and put on the truck, SUV, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, also my what you call it? My cleaning of the little caps actually came out pretty good. Like they were white and faded because the balls exploded in them. Well, not the balls, it overheated the back part. It turned out pretty good. So I saved well over $800. I'll tell you that. Because it was gonna be like $1,000 in paint and labor to install the projectors along with the parts. That's why I was quoted. So after I got that quote, I was like, oh hell no. So yeah, just put your mind to it and you can do it. So until my parts arrive next week, y'all won't be seeing another video until it's on the truck. But I went ahead and, like I said, I went ahead and like did my wiring and try to make sure that's clean as possible. I even T-tapped the other end of that. Like I said, I T-tapped the end of that so it can be a straight connect off. I T-tapped that to the trigger wire to the that's also powered on the corner lights. Yeah, I T-tapped it. I think it's if you look on the DRS/signal light bulb, it should be, they're labeled, so it should be pin number 1. Pin number 1, it is down towards the bottom of the stack when you plug it in. That's the one you tap into. So, alright, it's too long and I'm winded. So, just wanted to show y'all the progress. Yeah, and I also used the Meguiar's, I did the final polish on it too. So it's a little, no, it's not a little, it's a lot clearer. And I stand by this. I recommend this. And it actually looks pretty good, especially after you use the final UV coating. It gets everything. Like, these look like new, and they look like crap before. So I saved me a pair of lights, and I really wanted OEM lights because I like they leave markings and the quality is better. So I'm glad I did that. I would not go another route again. But okay, all right, I'm gone, and I will show these videos on the I will make another video when these are on the truck and do some output shots and some viewing shots. Okay.